Once you have the commitment, you need hard work and discipline to get you there. Don't focus on unnecessary things. Try to plan your next week. Always pick that one book you want to read. Juggling between different tools is a serious distraction. There's no one place you can actually go and search, okay, where do I find this piece? You're ending up spending more time searching over learning. Don't get into that habit. So today we are going to talk about a few tips that will help you stay organized and productive. Let's get into the topic without any further ado. So hello everyone, this is Kapil Reddy, founder and CEO of Superly. It's all about the small actions which you take consistently that can bring you better results. Just don't get overwhelmed with all that productivity gurus and all those tips which you've been hearing. Thing is, the whole idea of productivity is to make you more efficient, but it shouldn't be overwhelming for you. Don't focus on unnecessary things. The whole idea of productivity is for you to make a consistent habit so that you can become more efficient at it. So whatever suits your personality, whatever suits your work style, just try and do it. Of course, to get out of your comfort zone, you need to put in some effort, which is what you need to focus on. So, and for you to form a habit, you need to put yourself out there. Usually, it's a practice that if you just follow something for 21 days consistently, there are higher chances that you will follow the habit. So, considering all this, here are some 5 basic tips. Again, as I told, there's no one size that fits all. Just try and see which one fits you perfectly. But here are some basic tips which I'd like to tell you. Being organized means it helps you to focus and get your task done easily. Once you're done with the task, you feel it was so effortless. And that's the power of productivity. So the first step which you could follow is, this is applicable both for you at work or even let's say you are a student. Usually most of us work from Monday to Friday, right? So towards the end of the week, just set aside 15 minutes of your time, maybe over a weekend, or if you want to wrap up completely by Friday, just understand what have you accomplished for that week and try to plan what you want to do for the next week. Because usually in organization, at least we have certain things planned well ahead, right? Of course, there are certain things which can come on the go, but most of it is actually planned. So for you personally, why don't you just understand what is at hand and try to plan your next week, so that in this way, you're much more clear as to what all you want to do for the next coming week. And then you can focus on those things. And once you have a clear plan, it'll help you to allocate the time accordingly so that you don't end up wasting time on unnecessary things. Priority can actually help. So once, as I told, let's say you have 7 tasks to finish next week. You can prioritize which task requires maximum time and is it a critical thing. Once you understand that, try to focus more on it and get done with it, so that in this way you can start finishing tasks much more easily. So that's the whole idea of these things. Similarly, as a student, let's say you have exams coming up, or you have a project that you are taking part, or you are doing a case study, whatever it can be, just plan out properly. Planning is the key. Once you plan properly, you have a lot more clarity. And once you get that level of clarity, it'll help you to get things done more efficiently. The second tip is, usually again, this is probably for workplace, but again, irrespective of it, I think all of us use calendars, right? Try to use your email calendar to mark your tasks. One thing which upsets people a lot is if you don't turn up on time. Given our busy schedules, you need to have certain reminders, and all of this can actually happen on calendars. So let's say you're trying to catch up with somebody, just send a calendar invite. Do not just have oral communication or a written communication. Even that won't help. And as I told, you might be going through a lot of critical work and all, but the other side person, what they just say is like, you didn't turn up on time. And that's a very bad impression. You cannot afford to do it. So for that reason, make sure you use your email calendar as effectively as possible and probably mark your tasks or whatever things which are coming up your way and just get done with it. Same with students, right? Let's say you're following some of these popular calendars. Try to use your calendar to optimize your day and the week. Everything is possible once you plan properly. For that reason, calendars are very handy. And all you got to do is just set aside some time and plan your calendar properly. So coming to the third tip, I think this is something I've been stressing a lot. Always have your desk very clean. Yes, probably if you're working in an office, you have endless supply of office material, let's say all the markers or pens or sticky notes. If you start using all of them and spread across, it will only overwhelm you. You cannot just have a clarity of thought or a clear mind. Of course, it definitely works for some people where they like to work in those messy environments. But as per the research, usually if you have a very clean environment or a very clean workspace, it will help you boost your productivity. You'll have a lot more clarity of thought so that you can actually focus on thinking on what is actually required. So in case you're already cluttered with your workspace, just try to clean it up today. This is applicable for students as well. If you have just like all the books lying around on your workspace, trust me, it will only overwhelm you. Always pick that one book you want to read, or always pick that one chapter you want to finish now, and always try to declutter. If you try to clutter too many things, that will only make you bloated, and that's not good for you. The fourth tip is have a color coded to-do list. There's a lot of research focusing on the color psychology, and the best part is you got to pick which color suits you. For example, let's say a lot of people, if something is critical, they usually pick red, or if something is not very important, they just pick a green color. So for your entire to-do list, always color code it, so that you know, like the moment you see the to-do list, you know which one you need to prioritize on, which one you need to focus on. And of course, we can always play around with colors, and that gives you a bit of personalization as well. In this way, you feel, more in control of the to-do list you have. So try doing it, and I'm pretty sure you'll see a significant difference. Fifth, and the most important part is which tool you want to use. We are in fact overrun with number of tool options that are available. For every use case, there is a tool, but do not try to use too many tools. That is very, very, very unproductive. You might think, okay, I like this feature in this particular tool, so let me use it. No. All you got to do is just see which is that one unified tool which can actually cater to your needs in the most efficient way possible. So that's why you see all of these all-in-one tools which are coming up, right? There's a reason for it, because people are just overrun with number of tools, and that juggling between different tools is a serious distraction. And you will be a lot more unproductive if you're just switching between multiple applications. You just lose focus. All that is something you don't realize immediately, but that can have detrimental effects. For that reason, just don't try to use too many tools. And most of these tools are built with super powerful functionalities, but majority of us only require the basics of it. So try to identify those tools which are actually very useful for each one of you, and do not get overwhelmed by, okay, which tool should I use? Or don't keep switching between tools more often as well. See, in fact, that is one serious problem which we are trying to tackle with Zooperly, because your entire learning stack or your entire notes or whatever you take it, everything is scattered. There's no one place you can actually go and search, okay, where do I find this piece? So what is happening right now is you're ending up spending more time searching over learning or doing some work. And that is something we 100% want to solve with Zooperly, and we are on it. Very soon you'll be able to see it, and we are very excited for this to happen very soon. So as I told, the final point is do not try to get overwhelmed with, okay, which tool I use, or because people keep recommending that tool, this tool, and you just sign up, just try it out, and then that's it, it's gone. Don't get into that habit. It'll only be like, it'll only give negative impact to you. Do not get distracted by all these unnecessary things. So just just see, like, this is what I want to do. So what is that I need? Just go do it. Don't think too much or don't ponder too much on unnecessary things, which is something I have observed personally, because even for us, like, we have different people in the organization, right? So each one of them have suggested some tools, but it was just like difficult, like, okay, whatever you are comfortable, probably you're using. But once you set out, okay, these are some tools we want to use, everybody will get used to it. And trust me, it's much more easier to manage things this way rather than having like multiple tools and, information spread across in multiple ways. These are some tips for you to stay organized and productive at work. All that we're planning to do with Zooperly is to make you more productive in the easiest and simplest way possible. Leave aside all the hard work and all that effort to us. We've already done it. We've had enough research. We've had enough insights. All that put together, we are crafting a fantastic solution for each one of you. We are doing that hard work for you. All you got to do is pick up Zooperly, sign up for it, and start seeing the magic just by yourself. Whatever you require, especially for your learning stack, you get it done with Zooperly. And yes, there is one core thing which we are focusing, which I'll again talk in the coming videos. So until then, just be as productive as possible. And again, I'll tell you, do not get overwhelmed with all these things. These are very simple tips. Start practicing it. Yet, as probably to begin with, it might take some effort, but once you get used to it, you know that it's worth the effort. So just try doing it. Before going, try to subscribe, like, and comment on this, and do let us know what else you want to see in our videos. Thank you so much. Have a great week, all of you. See you.